The summoner! She's here.
Hi, this is the Professional Amateur coming to you with another review. This week, Leo sent me Neverwinter Nights. And this 2023 film was directed by Adam Newman and stars Victoria Meyer, Chris Goodwin, and McKenna Parsons, among others, of course. The story of this movie is about these two friends, and they've kind of arranged for like a girls' night in, some cabin or something. However, one of the girls kind of invites some friends unexpectedly, and then, along their way, like right at the beginning, they say that they meet these like rich guys and they've all invited them to their chalet, in the mountains. And so instead of, going to the cabin like they had planned, they decide to go and meet these rich men at this chalet and party with them. And so they do that. And then it turns out that these, rich men kind of have a thing going on there. And it kind of maybe seems like they're part of the Illuminati or something like that. And then what do they want with these ladies if they are the Illuminati? And for that, well, you gotta watch the movie and find out. All right, so let's discuss this movie. Well, with this one, it is just like a low budget movie. I think I read it was like approximately like 60,000 or something. And, most of that, goes into chalet and renting the equipment and all that. And so with this one, even though it's low budget, I think they do a good job. I think the way they just present the whole story to you kind of matter-of-factly and very kind of straightforward does work. I think it even kind of highlights the mystery of it as well, like what's going on with these guys who may or may not be part of the Illuminati. And that mystery certainly, sucks you in. It might be, a little bit until you get into it, but, after the first 15 minutes where things kind of get weird and not weird, but, just seems off, I would say, does, I think, spark some intrigue and spark a way where you kind of want to find out what's going on. Are they the Illuminati? Are they going to worship a giant owl? I think the Illuminati do that, right? I don't know. I'm not part of the Illuminati. So that the way the movie presents itself to you, I would say is a very effective way that certainly gets you into it. In addition, I think the actors all do a good job. Certainly helps you get into the characters. The main character, this woman, she's, disappointed that she can't hang out with her best friend and instead has to, do this chalet party with these strange men. And, she does a good job. You really do get into her character, and it's kind of like a little bit from her perspective, and it certainly does work. The host of the chalet, like the person who kind of runs it, he was one of my favorite characters. It's very down to earth and things like that. All of the, strange men, they actually turn out to be likable. After all, the women in the parties actually start to like them and stuff like that. So they actually kind of turn out to be likable as well. And so since all the characters are kind of likable, you do get into it, and that I think is good. Other than that, I think they use their setting really well. It's all, part of this chalet, and it's quite a cute chalet as well, and it's wintertime, so there's snow all around. And I don't know, I think they use it very effectively and very nicely too. Like certainly something that you could go visit, and that's, very realistic that way. And so I would say certainly the setting does work as well. And that brings me to what doesn't work with this one. Well, there are a few times where just like kind of odd things happen. What I mean by that is like characters will say something and then kind of like do the opposite. And I know that's, hypocritical, but at the same time, it's like, why write it like that? Like this main character, she wants to leave. And so she even packs her bags and says, I'm leaving. And then the next scene, she's not left. She's waking up the next day or something like that. And it's just like, wait, why did you say that? Why did you go through all that trouble of doing that if like nothing's going to come of it? And that happens like 2 or 3 times too. And I'm just like, it's just kind of a jump in logic that is just hard to grasp when you first see it. And so, yeah, there's just a few things in it like that that do come across as not as well planned. But, the majority of it, I think, is okay, certainly, but just those few elements here or there. Other than that, with the ending, I'm not going to spoil it, so don't worry. It just kind of seemed like undeserved, kind of. And that's all I can really say about it without giving too much away. And I wouldn't say it's disappointing. In fact, I kind of enjoyed the ending, about how it kind of all works. So yeah, that was just, I don't know, it just kind of comes out of nowhere. What else? There's also like, I don't know, they're driving all these places and they have car keys all the time, but you never see a car. I don't know what that's about. Maybe you'll see like, you know, their license plates or whatever. They have like a slight accent, all of the characters, and it's just like, where is this accent as well? It must be near, you know, the Canadian American border or something like that, which is probably why they don't want to show you cars for their license plate, right? And so there's just a bunch of things that, of course, you know, as a low budget movie are cut out that way, but ultimately I think it fits together to be, you know, an enjoyable watch. As for a recommendation, well, if you just want like a fun, cute little mystery story with the Illuminati nonetheless, then this is certainly something to check out. I haven't seen too many, you know, things about the Illuminati, so I thought it was kind of refreshing to see that in this one. It's not horror, not thrilling or anything like that. I would say it's not scary at all. It's just this mystery about the Illuminati, and so if you're into that, press play on this one. It certainly is a fun, easygoing time. It is also on Tubi, so you can find it over there if you want. As for a rating, well, I thought it was better than average, but not above average, if that makes sense. And so I'm going to give it the 5.6. And with that being said, I think that's all I wanted to say. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.